today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Dalton now to pass. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Dalton's
the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
So Darius Smith on the stop. No gain on the play.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Dalton here from the gun.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 68 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
play action here with Dalton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Reggie Bonnafon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions take over first and...
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams.
Jamal Williams, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a
gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The Panthers' 49-yard line.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Second and 11 now.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
First offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Again, Goff. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
His kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 7, Lions 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
From the gun, Dalton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Dalton, 1st and 10. This is Anderson over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They run with Logan. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Goff. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st down, it's Logan. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the carry, it's Logan.
34-yard line.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Yes. T.J. Logan, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Fielded just inside the 20.
Receiving team.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st down, it's gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, it's caught on the right side. Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Throwing again is Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
A.J. Boye on the coverage.
Goff throwing again. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Come on, you serious, dog?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome, and they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Goff looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
14. First down.
On first down, it's Logan. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Derek Brown on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Goff.
The 45-yard
Got a
line.
man open. That's Harry. And they're going to have another. Panthers 33.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here with Logan. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
TJ
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
by Denzel Perryman. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7. At the 30.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Catch is made by Harry. Touchdown, Detroit. N'Keal Harry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, here's Goff. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Keeps the score, Lions.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard
The
line.
Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll air this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Finds the open target, Arnold. That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. This will be Dalton again. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
By the Lions.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Goff. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2, they don't get it.
That keeps the score Panthers 20.
And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Goff's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Goff now looking to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A 3rd quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the 50, it's Goff. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and the Panthers have recovered.
Andy Dalton sack. Fumble on the play.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And they run the option on 2nd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Panthers 23, Lions 19.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 24-yard.
So out now come the Lions. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. On 1st and 10, Goff. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10, Goff again. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Lions.
Here's Goff. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again is Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 9.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To the air again, Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And it's 3rd. Back to throw, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
On 1st down, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Goff throwing again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Jamal Williams.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Logan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Dalton. His throw incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
On the coverage.
To throw here, Dalton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Logan. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Logan, 77 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Dalton and the offense now. Down by 10. A minute 50 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. All right, here's Dalton. Finds the open target, Arnold. That catch good for only a couple. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Detroit, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 5. Home next week to take on the Houston Texans.